Next up in our moving sequence or series, we are going to talk about the hip hinge. So I have a pole here, and Dave is going to explain what I'm going to demo with the pole, and we're going to talk about leading you through the basic hip hinge.
All right, so you can grab a pole, broomstick, I don't care, as long as it's straight and nice and long there.
And preferably not too heavy.
Yeah, and if it's too flexible, like this one, I grabbed a nice and stiff one. If it's really bendy, it's super easy to cheat on this exercise.
Very true.
So nice, stick, firm. And then what Sarah's gonna do, she's gonna have it one hand behind her back, or both hands behind her back, but she's pressing the bar against her head and against her tailbone. And then what she's trying to do is try to hinge by just bending at her hips. So not at the knees, she's not locking out the knees though, and just coming back and sending the butt a little bit back and not lifting it too high. The whole time the stick is trying to be perfect, so Sarah can't bend it. It's nice and tight, and then right about there is her range. Or can you go further?
I can go further.
Ooh, Sarah has good flexibility in her hamstrings. So you might see or feel a crazy stretch, and you might not be able to do it. You can notice how Sarah's knees are not bending. They're just a micro bend in there. And then what she's doing before she stands up is she's squeezing her booty to hinge forwards. So it's all in the bum, all in the bum, all in the bum, all in the bum, standing all the way back up. Perfect. And you can see the whole time she was just looking straight ahead through the whole range of motion. So that's why we really like to have some kind of feedback system like this stick or a broomstick, whatever you may have available to you at the time. If you can do this, you can do deadlifts.
Yeah. Another quick reasoning for the stick, everyone, is because you want your back to be in the right place or the right posture during this position. What can happen very easily if you don't have this cue back here is people will, here I'll give you that, David, start to hinge forward and they'll just turn into hunchbacks. Especially if you've ever helped friends move and you've picked up lots of boxes this way, you probably noticed how incredibly sore your back was the next day. That's because you weren't actually using hip hinge, you were just putting a shearing force on your low back while you were moving those boxes. So having the stick along your back is excellent physical feedback so that you know your upper body is in the right place as you hinge forward.
And everything that is tight in your body you will feel, and you'll get a nice stretch. Some people feel tightness in their lats, sometimes it's your shoulders, most people it's their shoulders.
Yeah.
and then you're actually engaging all core strength, so it's a full body exercise.
Yeah.
Looks easy, very challenging at the beginning.
Yes, if you're doing it correctly.